Sponsored by EA. Hey everyone, it's AlluringSimmer here, and if you're new here, then welcome to Planet Allura, and if you've been here before, then welcome back. Today, I'm gonna show you what I would wear if I was on Love Island. But before we get into today's video, I just want to share a little message from our sponsor. As a member of the EA Creator Program, you can use my code AlluringSimmer when purchasing Sims 4 DLC, or visit my website at AlluringSimmer.com/creator to see other eligible EA titles that you can use my code AlluringSimmer for when making purchases on the EA app. Also, if you didn't already know, I may be on Love Island right now, but I have a challenge for you as well. There's a Sims challenge that you can participate in, and if you want to find out all the details about this shell/CAS challenge that I have to celebrate the addition of fairies in The Sims 4, you can click the link to my blog post in the description. Now, let's enter the villa. My name is Alluring, I'm a content creator, and I'm really just here to party. If I'm being honest, I don't even know why the I'm here. I'm not even single. I'm not looking for love because I already got my man, but I'm here for a free vacation. I'm totally kidding, but come along with me to my closet so I can show you the looks I would wear if I was actually allowed to stay in this villa. Before we get into my closet, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already, and be sure to watch the video all the way through so you can see all the looks that I put together for my Love Island adventure. This season of Love Island, I have been literally obsessed, and to the point where I have to dedicate a set point in my day in order to watch the latest episode. The reason why I even made a Love Island villa was actually for a friend, but I feel like I got too overwhelmed and I didn't end up finishing it. Let me know in the comments down below if you think that I should finish it in an upcoming video, because I've been thinking about just doing it all at once, but just know that like everything else has already been completed, so I'm not gonna redo the parts that I've already done. So if you want to see like me completing the Love Island villa I've created, then comment down below and let me know what you think. I was trying to make it for their Love Island challenge, but I feel like there was just so much going on. I just never got around to it. I feel so bad because I really wanted to finish it. And now Love Island in real life, like the show, the latest season of Love Island USA has already started and almost finished. It's going to be done by the time you're watching this. If you're watching it on the day of release, the next day is the season finale. So if you are watching the show, let me know who you're rooting for. I'm not going to share who I'm rooting for, but let me know who you're rooting for because I'm very curious. I thought it'd be really fun to style my sim self wearing outfits that I would want to wear if I was on Love Island. I obviously would not be on Love Island because I'm very much in a relationship. However, my sim self, if she wants to go to the Love Island villa, she can do her thing. To be fair, she was really only there, shake a little something and take some pictures. So honestly, I don't think that's too bad. Now, I feel like with making this sim, I'm under the assumption that if you're watching this, you already know about the show Love Island, but I know that it's always good not to assume. So I'm gonna give a little overview, a little rundown about what the show is about. Basically, Love Island is a reality TV show, reality dating show, where people come onto the show to find love and they participate in little challenges, and then the audience in the States or in the UK, depending on which version of the show you're watching, are able to vote through the app and decide which couples they want to stay, which people they want to send home. You basically put your votes in, and then that determines like the course of the show. There are also moments on the show where some of the people on the show, the islanders, are able to vote people off depending on the situation. So it might be like two people are in the bottom two and like vulnerable to be kicked off the show because, you know, maybe the audience is not liking them as much, or maybe they're just not forming a connection with anyone in the villa. And and then they'll leave it up to the islanders to make a decision about which of those vulnerable people they want to send home. I've been watching Love Island for a really long time. I actually started with the original Love Island UK. I can't remember what season I started with, but I feel like it was the one that had Molly, May, and Tommy. And if you know the lore, then you know. That was the season, I'm pretty sure, was the first one that like got me hooked. And I've been watching it pretty much ever since. To be fair though, this year I actually haven't watched Love Island UK. And I feel like if you are watching it, let me know in the comments down below if I should watch the latest season, because I just haven't. I feel like I could only do one Love Island at a time, and like Love Island USA was just preoccupying my time. And I also feel like there was just so much that happened like inside the villa and outside of the villa, but I'm not going to get into the drama or the tea. I don't know, it's just been an interesting watch, I will say that. Now, when I was putting together the looks for my sim, I was thinking of color palette. What do I think would look good in the villa? So I used a lot of like bright colors, a lot of yellow, orange, and red. And then I also thought about the hair. You know, something to think about is a lot of times they're in very humid places, so I'm not going to be wearing something that's going to make me feel uncomfortable. And I also would do my hair in braids because I feel like that would be the most easy to manage while there. I'm pretty sure these are twists, these are not braids, but I feel like I would do braids. I just couldn't find one that wasn't the one that I literally use all the time for my sim self, so I was like, let's do twists instead because they look cute. Now, when it came to the outfits that I picked out, there was a lot of outfits that I don't think I would actually wear ever in real life. In the dream scenario where I would be on the show Love Island, and keeping in mind like the vibe of the outfits that they wear on the show, this is like my ideal outfits that I would like to wear. As of right now, I don't think I would wear like half of these outfits just because I feel like they're a little bit too much for even me. I do feel like after putting together these looks, now I kind of want to do Love Island, but like I can't steal my friend's idea. I mean, unless she gives me permission. But also, I just don't know if like the logistics of putting together Love Island is something I want to do right now, especially because I have other Let's Plays and stuff that I want to do, like the Winx Fairy Let's Play. We're also doing the Soul Food Legacy, so I can't really invest my time into another like long-term thing. But if you are hosting a Love Island challenge in your Sims game and you need a sim to enter into your thing, let me know, because I have a few sims that I'd like to submit for someone's Love Island challenge, even if it's not my own. Now, for this specific look, I was thinking like bombshell. Like if I entered the villa as a bombshell, this would be kind of the vibe of the look I'd want to go for. Like the red and black just looks so good. And then I feel like I'd want like a little bit of cover up, but also I feel like it adds a little bit more to the style, because I feel like just a bikini is giving, okay, like everyone's wearing bikinis, we get it. But I feel like with a little cover up, it adds like a little bit of pizzazz, and I think it looks cute, and I like how it turned out. And then for this look, I was thinking of doing something with like a little cover up, but then I just decided to go full bikini mode for this one with like this like floral design, and I think it turned out really cute. Like I'm really happy with how all the outfits turned out, especially this one where I decided to do 3, because on Love Island I would say 50% of the show, that's actually inaccurate. I would say like 90% of the show the girls are in bikinis, so it makes sense to have like a rotation because that's most of your wardrobe. And if there are any outfits or like pieces that you guys like and want to know like the CC creator that made them, then again, let me know in the comments down below and I'll try my best to find the creators for you. But honestly, I feel like this is just like a fun challenge just to do, even the create a sim only. Like even if you don't plan on actually playing out Love Island in your game, I feel like a fun little create a sim that you can do is making either your sim self as if they were going to Love Island, or just making a sim that you would have go to Love Island if they could, and then create looks based off of that kind of theme. So I feel like it's a very like tropical vibe, a lot of bright colors, and I feel like when I think of the other sims that I make, usually this is not the aesthetic I generally go for. So it was really fun to do something a little more out of not my comfort zone, but just something that I wouldn't typically do. And I think my favorite outfit of hers is actually the last outfit, her cold weather outfit, and you'll see it in a second. It's actually hilarious. I just feel like in the show, at least even this season that I've been watching, watching, they are always complaining about how cold it is at night because, you know, they're in their bikinis. So for my cold weather outfit, I just threw her in a bikini because realistically, they're not wearing winter coats. They're not wearing sweaters when they're cold. Sometimes they have like a little thin shirt that they'll throw over their outfits, but like, you know, that's not actually keeping them warm. So I was like, let's be realistic to the show and just throw in a bikini for a cold weather because never gets cold. You know the saying, you know the vibes. But I hope that you guys enjoyed, you know, taking a look at my Love Island closet, kind of what I would wear if I was on Love Island. And if you enjoyed, again, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already, and comment down below what your favorite look was from my Love Island fits. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye everyone.